Hey guys, this is Thomas, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my live trading session. We're looking at S&P 500 2000 tick chart, which means every single bar has 2000 transactions in it. Now the first thing I like to do before I start trading, I like to identify the current market structure because I really want to be on the right side of the market and I really want to know where the market is heading. And the current price action is looking not really that eventful. It is looking like a slow trading range. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my resistance line somewhere around here. I'm going to draw my support line somewhere around here. I'm going to draw my shortened trend lines because they're really important for me to know where the market is most likely heading. Because there's a rule according to price action that after price will break the trend line, market will attempt to make a new extreme. And I will show you guys this in a minute. You guys can see we have a downtrend working lower. We have a slight break, attempt to make a new low, and a reversal. We have a break of this uptrend, price created a new high. We have this downtrend working lower, break, price created a new low. Right now we have this uptrend working higher, so we are expecting for price to create a new extreme somewhere around here. Now, this is a trading range. So the way we need to trade the trading ranges is we need to buy the lows and sell the highs, but more importantly, we need to fade the breakout. If we get breakout below this support, we should buy it. If we get breakout above this resistance, we should buy it if all the other circumstances are in line. All right, guys, I'm resuming this chart because it's been 6 minutes since the market opened and we pushed below the EMA, and I was expecting to get some sort of, this is the new high, first entry long pullback, second entry long failure below the EMA, and I was expecting for price to reach this side of the trading range, because if this is a healthy trading range, this is what the trading range is supposed to be doing. But we actually created a break and a new low of the shortened downtrend. This is why you always have to draw the shortened trend lines, and right now we are working above the EMA. So I have two conflicting beliefs right now, because I'm thinking the market should go theoretically down here, but we are working above the EMA. So I want to sit on my hands because we don't have quite a new high of this trend, even though there is a slight little break. So I really don't know what to do now. So I'm just going to sit on my hands, and that's the best way, you should play when you don't know what to do, because you never want to feel like you're guessing. You always want to feel like you're reading the chart correctly. Even though if you're reading it wrong, you at least have to feel like you're not guessing, you're knowing what you're doing. All right, guys, and I think we may have our first potential entry. And I'm going to drop my limit order at the close of this bar, this bullish bar right here, because right now what we are seeing at the market is what I call a bullish imbalance, because this healthy trading range goes from the lows to the highs and vice versa, up and down, up and down. Look how we are struggling to move to the middle of trading range. We made it to the middle, instant reversal. We made it to the middle, instant reversal higher. So once we created this micro double bottom right here and a strong big bullish bar, once again, and we got filled. So you guys can see I have my automated strategy that's putting my target profit, which I'm going to adjust to 8 ticks, 3 contracts main portion, 1 contract as a runner in case market does something unexpected and rallies up higher unexpectedly. I want to be inside. I want to be in the markets and let my fair share. I'm going to move my stop loss 1 tick below this signal bar, but also what I'm looking at is, since we are making the higher lows each time, you guys have to understand that there may be, there may be some sort of bigger channel, something like this. This may be the bigger channel. If I just copy it, yeah, it fits sort of from the highs. Let me see. It doesn't really fit on a 5-minute chart. I just leave it up here in case I'm right, because the main thing I'm playing right now is the trading range. Okay, I'm playing the fact that there's a bullish imbalance. We cannot go down to these lows. We're struggling to make a move down to these lows, and we have a now micro double bottom right here. This is the trade. Micro double bottom right here, and prices are right now halfway in. Come on, keep working. The volatility is really slow, because you guys can see how big the target profit looks. This is really big target profit. The incremental difference is only 1 single point, 4482, 4483. So this is really not ideal, because I really want to see more liquid market, more volatile, but we're in this trade. So let's see what happens here. Come on. All right, guys, so I'm resuming the video, as it looks like I probably am on the wrong side. It looks like I may have gotten trapped, because we barely pushed above the EMA, created this micro double top, and strong big bearish bar pushed above the EMA. It looks like I'm probably gonna get trapped here. I still like the trade. I still like the fact that we cannot make it to the middle of trading range, a potential trend line. Once again, this is a trading range, so this trend line is nothing, you know, I follow religiously, but it is there. There are a lot of bounces off this trend line. We created a higher low, and we're right now getting some confirmation, so we may survive this. I'm thinking I should get out a break even here, because on a 5-minute, on the 2000 tick chart, I kind of want to go long, but on a 5-minute chart, we're coming off the resistance. But since this is the main chart I trade, I'm sticking more with this trade. Let's see. We were very close to getting stopped out. We had like 3 or 4 ticks left. We're bouncing off. We're bouncing off here. I still like the trade. I still like the trade here. Micro double bottom right here, strong big bullish bar coming off the trend line. We'll see. The current time is 15:57, so we've been trading since the market opened for about 30 minutes. 15:57 on my chart, and we're still in this trade. We're finally getting some momentum, so it looks like we may break higher. Hopefully we can get past this a micro double top right here, but I like this trap right here. We ticked one tick lower and instantly reverse higher. We may actually survive this and have a finally a scalp here. Once again, the volume is really slow, and this is looking very choppy. I probably should have been sitting on my hands here, not taking any trades, but we're already in this trade. Come on, this is a good sign for us. This big bullish bar, tick one tick lower here, coming on, confirming the trend line right here. But we're struggling to break these highs once again, just like we did right here. We're struggling to get these highs once again. So once again, I was playing with the idea of getting out break even, get out, because this is starting to look like a little bit of a wedge pattern, and you guys can see we don't have much room here. Hold on, we're breaking higher. One more tick, and we're bouncing with my exit order. Come on, we're probably going, and we got filled. Perfect. So we got our one trade. So I'm going to move my stop loss at break even. I'm going to let my runner somewhere around here. I'm still playing the trading range, because I'm expecting some sort of a bounce off here from these highs. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm still going to let the runner play. Yeah. All right, guys. So we finally created a new swing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tighten the stop, because I'm really expecting a pushback of this resistance. This is not quite a new high. This is a double top right here, so this is not a breakout yet technically, but it can treat like that. You guys can see that we're pulling back lower, so I'm expecting for price to get at least down to this trend line, or potentially all the way down to these lows. So I'm going to tighten this runner right here, or let me see, let me play it like this, if I can get at least some out of it, because you know this is a strong resistance now. We bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. We may get all the way down to here. This channel might not even be valid. This is looking like a strong trading range right now, so I'm going to delete the channel, and because 5-minute chart is looking very trading range like. There's a nice double top right here. If anything, I'm even thinking, but I don't want to sell it yet. We now just made a double top right here. This is not a failed breakout, and I'm holding this runner, so I don't want to get a little bit ahead of myself. I don't want to switch gears too early, and it looks like we may, and our runner got stopped out, and we are breaking lower. So yeah. All right, guys. So I'm resuming the video as we are breaking above this resistance. Our runner still could have been alive. I just tightened this a little bit, but I'm looking at the failed breakout right here, and I'm looking at the lower high setup. So I'm feeling very tempted to prepare my limit order and take this lower high setup, because this is right now a clear failed break higher above this resistance. I didn't want to go short yet below this bar, because I feel it is too early. Oh, hold on, we might not even get the setup. This needs to end bearish. If this ends bullish, I'm not going to enter this. And this is what I want to see. Come on. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about going short here yet, but it's still look a little bit too bullish, because I'm expecting from prices to create a much stronger pushback, and we only had this little pullback and instantly reverse higher. We may not even get this set up. If this bar ends like this, I'm not going to enter. I'm not going to enter this. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to cancel. Yeah, this ended horrible, and we were working higher. So I exited the run early, but I still think I did the right thing. That you want to, you know, sell these resistances as much as you can. So we'll see. All right, guys, and we actually created a lower high here. So I'm going to put my sell limit order at the very close, and we got filled. I'm going to move my stop loss. I have to put it above this swing right here. I cannot put it above this bar right here. I have to make it 1 tick larger and put it above here. I'm going to make my target profit 8 ticks. I'm going to leave my one contract as a runner somewhere around here, because right now I'm really expecting for price to strongly push down to here. This is now lower high of this failed breakout. Let me mark the entry. This is right now a lower high of this failed breakout, a big bearish bar. This is what I was expecting right here. And let's see if we can fill. We're going short a little bit to the EMA. There's not too much of a room here, but that shouldn't be big of a deal here. Let's see. This is how you trade your trading ranges. You buy the lows, you sell the highs. And come on, we're working. We're halfway. We're already halfway, or sort of halfway. 150. Come on, and we're halfway. Come on. A few more ticks left. Come on, I'm gonna pause the video so it's not too long, and we'll see. Prices is reversing on us right now. All right, guys, so I'm resuming the video because we right now formed new high right here. First entry long, second entry long, failure. Market likes to move in twos, two-legged pullback is a high probability setup, second entry. So we may finally, hopefully, get the move down here. Although, as I'm talking about this, we are easily reversing here. Let's take a look. It looks like they're probably going to get trapped. Everybody here on a failed second entry long here. Yeah, so failed second entry long, failed here. And we may end up making a move high here, because these 9 out of 10 times these work. I still don't want to. I'm going to get out at break even if I can hopefully get out. I'm going to merge my contracts and get out of here, because we should have made a move down here. This failed second entry long should have been a good enough trap here. Come on, can I get out of here? And we got out of here. All right, so hopefully I didn't jump the gun here, but I think it is the smart thing to do here. And lo and behold, guys, we managed to get the scalp. So I was a little bit too emotional. I was a little bit afraid here of losing my money. I made a psychological error because I should have stick to my guns. Because normally when you're coming off the failed breakout and you have a first entry long, second entry long failure, 9 out of 10 times, this is a gorgeous setup that you want to take. But now that I'm looking at this, the trend line that I had in play initially looks like it may be valid after all. So that's probably why this setup didn't work, but still I should have. I entered right here, 448650, 8550. Yeah, we would have easily scalped out. So I left the money on the table, and this is why you really have to. Trading is only about the psychological aspect, honestly. Yeah, what can you do? All right, guys, I'm resuming the chart because we now have another failed breakout and a double top right here, which is looking very tempting to sell this, but according to trading range rules. But we have this trend line right now working higher, and right now I have once again two conflicting patterns here. So I think the best thing to do here is to sit on my hands and not do anything, because you have to respect this uptrend right here, but at the same time you don't want to go long on a failed breakout and double top right here. You cannot go long into this resistance. So I'm just sitting on my hands here and kind of honestly don't know what to do. So every time you feel like you don't know what to do, the best thing to do is not trade. So I'm resuming the video, and there's really nothing much happening, not really any good high probability setup, because I don't want to short the market since we are in this uptrend, but at the same time I don't want to go long and we just get a bunch of weird first entries and there is no nice second entry long. And once again, I don't really know what to believe. Probably the uptrend is still strong, but I would still expect some sort of correction, at least a little correction to this breakout area, because we just broke higher and I'm expecting for price to get down to here. But this uptrend just can't take over and we may continue working higher. Nothing is really 100% in trading. But there's really no setup, and I don't even, see any setup in the future possibly, because we're just now chopping higher slowly and slowly. So I'm probably gonna call it a wrap. Only one trade. I could have been 2-0, but I made an error right here, which is my mistake. But yeah, hopefully you guys found it useful. Hopefully you guys identify why you want to keep buying, why you see the bullish imbalance here. Higher lows right here. You cannot go to the downside of this trading range. You're making higher lows. And yeah, this failed breakout ended up being a nice trade, because it is a failed breakout of trading range, and 9 out of 10 times these will work. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Take care, everybody.